I think it's always quite nice when you ride down this road and you can see the sea out there and the sun is shining. Wales next to sea. But I'm just going to stop and show you this house. He's a local sailor. Look at that. Fantastic. Everything is nautical. Whoa. What an amazing property. Good on you, James. He spent his whole life sailing and he's a boat builder as well. Famous landmark of Wales next to sea. All the bikers, road or trail, like to park in the car park just underneath there. It all opens up in front of you. Wales Harbour. On a high tide or spring tide, it can be a fast flowing current which keeps the local sailors on their toes. Depending on the size of your vessel, you've roughly got 2 hours before and after high tide. And the channel stretches way up there to where the lifeboat house is and beyond. I think it's about a mile, that footpath there, from the town up to the lifeboat house, or the beach if you like. Hindwards. It's quite a big site. It's mainly static homes, but there are a few taller pictures. This is the outer harbour, which is just a stone throw away from the beach, and the lifeboat house bottom right. Lovely little place, lovely beach. When the weather's nice, they use this classic bus for transporting to and from the beach. Yeah, there used to be a train run from Pinewoods, the caravan site just here, down to the town, but now it's been replaced by that bus service. I think there's the old classic bus, which we just saw, and they've got a new one as well. I think they alternate, and that's where the old bus takes you to. I know they've got cameras on there now. If you stop just to get fish and chips, you're in trouble. Now this boat here, the Albatross. Now I can remember this vessel coming over way back. It was loaded with soy, sailed over from Holland. It was crewed by Dutch young offenders, which it don't seem that bad a punishment really. That was with the original skipper, but since then it's been refurbed and is now a restaurant. Everyone enjoying their crabbing. This is the road leading up to what they call East Quay, and this is Sluice Creek, where a lot of the pleasure craft are moored. And this is the Sailing Club slipway. You have to be a member to use that. There's a turning point at the end of this road, but if you keep going off to the right, you'll end up on a byway. Blue Skies campsite. We have stayed here before, a group of us travelling on bikes. They're quite helpful, very helpful in fact. Yeah. And we stayed over there. Turning right out of the campsite, just a little way up on the left, there's a byway which leads right the way down to the marshes. It's a dead end and it comes to a footpath. There we go. And now this is where it bumps into a footpath. So Wales next to sea and the surrounding area. I'm quite familiar with it. I've been coming here for years. Absolutely years. Time has flown by since my first visit. But it wasn't always on a motorcycle. So this next campsite, 300 yards on the left, This is Stiffkey. It's just up the road to the west of Wells next to sea. I've been down and have a look. I don't think they allow caravans, but I think they allow tents and motorhomes. Yeah, this is the one, High Sands Creek. There was a bridge down here, which I think it got swept away in the high tides and the northerly winds, and it just got swept out to sea. Now whether they've replaced it or not, I don't know. Or was it further? It was further up there. It was up there. You should be able to see the well-trodden path which leads to where the bridge used to be. It's fascinating the way the sea has wiggled its way through the marshes over time. So this is the Wells Road into Stiffkey. It's a bit of a squeeze for bigger vehicles and caravans. Just up the road is Blakeney. That's about as far as I'll go this way, because then you're starting to get towards Cromer, which is quite busy. Now heading west from Stiffkey, we come into Morston, the campsite there, and just behind here was I can't think of his name, a master boat builder. I don't know if he's still trading or whether he's retired. The name you're looking for is Charlie Ward. And if you turn left here, there's a car park down on Morston Quay. There's also a byway if you want to walk or ride down there and explore, but it comes to a dead end. But you can park here, you can have a cup of tea, a bun, watch the boats go by when the tide's in, which is probably now. Lots of seal trips come out from here, go out to Blakeney Point. We go down this path here to the right, and like I say, this is not the time of year for doing this sort of thing, but it brings you onto the byway. To the right it will take you down to the marshes, and it slowly fizzles out. Or you can go left back to the road. Now although this is Morston, you can clearly see Blakeney Point the other side of this channel, and Morston Creek joins that channel in what they call the pit, Blakeney Pit. You'll see all the boats anchored there. It's a free harbour, so anyone can drop an anchor there. We're going to head this way out, straight back up to the road, and we'll move along to Blakeney. That's very busy at Blakeney. Blakeney, another little beauty spot. Turn left here and battle your way up to the quay. Can be a bit of a squeeze. The King's Arms, that's a very popular pub for food. I've had a few meals in there. And the quay is always rammed. The Blakeney Hotel, awfully posh. Well, I don't think it's too bad. So sailing from Blakeney Point, which we saw earlier, all the way down to this quay is quite a challenge, and then you'll be lucky to find somewhere you can moor alongside. This is Blakeney car park, and you need to be careful here. So on a really high tide, the tide's now going out. You can see where the water has come up to is sort of somewhere here. There has been known for people to park their cars down here on low tide, come back and their car is half underwater. So a local tide table is always a good thing. On your way out of Blakeney on the west side, you've got hotels, restaurants, holiday homes, gift shops. It's all here. Holkham Hall. There's a car park here. You can either park and visit the hall, or you can go down to the beach. There's a pub. You can get a meal and so on. I'm going to take you down this little byway which brings you out at a little place called Millstream. It's between Burnham Overy-Staithe and Burnham Market. Go on, you can shut yourself now if you like. No, never mind. Yes, beautiful little mill. And just up there, look, there's a windmill. And I think I was with Alex once, we commented how you got wind and water mills so close together. What a beautiful old water mill. Trying to imagine what it must have been like way back when they would be grinding and loading with sacks into horse and carts and then probably into small trucks as time went on. Well, it's time for me to head back to Wells. I'm going to stay there this evening. I hope you've enjoyed my little motorcycle trip around Wells and neighbouring villages and attractions. If you enjoyed it, please leave a comment. Thanks for watching.